never be without my pest repellers from Bell & Howell. And I will tell you, this is the very best value we have ever offered for a 10-pack of your simple plug-in, as you can see, pest repellers that also work as an outlet at the same time. So anywhere it may be where you want to repel mice, rats, roaches, buggies, that's where you want to have, and we're going to show you right here, your plug-in repeller. And today, $29.99. On top of that, we're also featuring this with 4 monthly flex payments. People have been ordering more than one. And the wonderful thing is, it is the easiest thing. There's no chemicals whatsoever, no traps to have to worry about. You simply plug it in. So you're receiving 4 of the ultrasonic pest repellers, 4 of the micro ultrasonic pest repellers, 1 of the ultrasonic pest repeller with the LED nightlight, and 1 of the ultrasonic pest repeller with the outlet. So that's 10 altogether, normally over a $70 value. HSM price $49.95, and today only $29.99. Lou Caputo is standing by, who is brand ambassador of this amazing brand, Bell & Howell. And I said it, Lou, I don't even know how many years, it would have been the first year you brought the pest repellents to us here at HSN. I will never, ever have a home without these in every room.
Me either. Yeah. Me too. Well, you know what's crazy, Lynn, is that these things sell so well day in and day out. The fact that we're even doing it today's special on here, if I channel my inner Jay King, I think he would say this price is crazy. You know, that's what he would say about this, because it's insane. You're getting a 10-pack of these today, which is massive. That's enough to do every room in a 2-story house. And it's very important that you actually do use these in every room in the house because of the way these work. Now, what these aren't is this stuff here, okay? There's no poisons, there's no traps, there's nothing in here that's going to ever kill anything in your home. What it does is it makes them run away. It drives them out of your house. And the way it does that is with science. It actually uses ultrasonic sound waves to drive the pests away. So we don't know what it sounds like to them. It sounds like fingernails on a chalkboard maybe, but you'll never hear them because ultrasonic sound waves are a frequency that's higher than the human ear can perceive. We can't hear this. Neither can our dogs or cats or our kids. So to you, they're totally silent. But to the rats, the mice, the roaches, the spiders, they hear it and it makes them want to leave. Now, because these are ultrasonic, because there are sound waves that come out of these, Lynn, you want to put these in the open in the room where you put them, okay? You don't want to put them behind furniture. You don't want to put them someplace where they're going to go right up against the wall either, okay? You want them to go out into the open because as sound waves, they're going to echo. So they're going to reflect off of all the solid surfaces in that room, but that's also why you need one for every room in your home. And you don't want to forget about your attic, your basement, or your garage. All those spots are important. And all of these, work the same regardless of the size. The only real big difference here is that size. The fact that the little guy right here, the mini, that's perfect for countertops. That's great if you want to put this, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, and places like that. And if you think about it, those were important spots in the house, Lynn, because this time of year, what's going on? A lot of us are getting a lot of rain. Not everybody, but a bunch of us are getting a lot of rain, and the roaches are trying to come up through the toilets. They're coming up through the pipes. Yeah, I know, right? Makes the skin crawl. These are going to repel them. So why wouldn't you want to do that?
That's exactly, and here in Florida, that's known for that. Roaches love to get their way inside. And guess what? I have not seen since, I mean, it's got to be over 10 years, just my own personal testimonial, nothing. And I used to see them all the time, running across the floor, in the garage area. Since I've had my ultrasonic pet repellers, I don't see it. And you know what? I am fine with that. And the great thing is, even though you put this in an outlet, they don't look like a pest repellent. You think about the other, uses or other, I should say, things that we would use before. The sprays or, the different chemicals. If you have pets, it's like, I don't know, am I safe to be able to use this? Or having somebody coming in monthly to treat your home. And, you can still do that, but this is the ideal way because, Lou, once you get these, they last, I mean, like I said, mine are over 10 years. And they don't have all the upgrades that this has.
Well, and yeah, here's the thing, Lynn. Yeah, you're exactly right. Because you are getting the ones with the extra plug, and you're getting the one with the night lights in them. But these will last and last and last because they're really what they are is they're just like tiny speakers that emit that ultrasonic sound wave. Now, that's why from a sustainability standpoint, I think these are so great because I know they're made of plastic, but once you get them, you just use them and you use them and they use them and they just last and last and last. Now, if you go out and you want to play amateur exterminator and buy your own stuff, yeah, you go out and spend a lot of money and get stuff to kill those roaches all day long. Or you can go out and get stuff to kill the rats and the mice all day long. And you spend a lot of money on this stuff. But I always tell people the problem with all this stuff is, number one, it's very labor intensive. Somebody's walking around and spraying all these things or baiting the traps and doing all that stuff. That's true. But then this stuff wears out. And by the way, see that green stuff down there, Lynn? That right there looks just like my dog's favorite chew toy. Exactly like it. That's why I don't want rat poison in my house. But when you're talking about something that you've got to keep buying and you've got to keep replenishing and you're throwing all these cans away and all these containers, that's not great for anything, okay, to be doing that. When you buy these pest repellers, you get these and you use them and you use them and you use them. And Lynn, to me, I don't know about you, but I forget that they're there. And my dogs do too. They could care less.
I know, I do, because you know what? You don't even realize it, and you're not seeing any yuckies. You're not seeing the roaches. You're not seeing the the mice. You're not seeing the rats. You're not seeing the spiders, and that's just fine with me. And here today, I think we did a configuration not long ago similar to this, Lou, sold out midday. So we wanted to bring back for part of our clearance special today, our big sale going on, something that we know that you love, especially right now, this time of the year, is when we start seeing those, bugs come in. Over 6 million of these pest repellers, plug-in pest repellers, have been sold here at HSN. And one thing I want to mention is that we are very, very busy. So a couple of ways to make sure you're able to get through and secure this special price with now over 8,700 gone. You can order hsn.com. You can download our HSN app. There will be your quickest and easiest ways, or you can use our touch tone ordering. We don't want you to miss out on this wonderful special. 10 individual ultrasonic pest repellents. One that's gonna have the outlet that's also great, like you said, in your bathroom, so you can go ahead and plug in your hair dryer, your curling iron. One has a night light. We have 4 of the smaller ones. You have 4 of the larger size ones. So just put it in, like Lou said, an open space. Don't hide it behind anything because it's working on ultrasonic. And when you shop using any major credit card, here's the best part. It's $7.50 with your shipping and sales tax, and we're shipping these right out to you. Give them a try. Lou, going back, I mean, even at $49.95, our HSN price, that's a fantastic value because anywhere else, these are gonna be over $70. So huge special on the day today.
Oh. It is massive. And one thing I want to show you, and I forgot to do this a moment ago, but I showed you that, there are plenty of ways to kill rats and mice. There's certainly lots of things you can buy for roaches. Lenny, what do you do for spiders, okay? And I want to show you, I went out, I bought a bin of things for spiders. I want you to take a look at this bin because there's nothing in it. There's nothing that you can do for spiders except maybe roll up a newspaper or tent your house. And I literally had an exterminator tell me that. So when you're getting our Bell & Howell pest repellers right now with that ultrasonic, it works on spiders, both the venomous and non-venomous types. And for a lot of people, it's funny, everybody's got their hot buttons when they look at this picture. And by the way, these are third-party independent laboratory tested to be effective of all the species you see right there. But there are some people that can't stand spiders, some people that hate the roaches, some people it's the rats and the mice. Here's the thing, though. It doesn't matter which ones you don't like. You're probably going to have a run-in with all of them at some point in your life. You know what I mean? Depending, because it's funny, in the wintertime, it's usually the mammals that try to come inside. The mice and the rats, they're looking for somewhere nice and warm that's got food, and shelter, and that's your house right there. That's what I just described. Or this time of year, as I was saying earlier, when you get that rain and things are trying to come up through your pipes like those roaches and the spiders are out there and they're all over the place, that's why you want to get these. Now, Lynn, a lot of people, what they ask me is, and it's like, I don't blame them for the question, do these really work, okay? This is what I hear all the time. Now, you've got them at your house, I've got them in my house, but there are people that doubt the technology behind these, and I get that because you can't hear it. You're trusting us when we say, yeah, this little red light means that an ultrasonic pulse is going out. Let me show you something real quick here, okay? I have a device here with me, Lynn, that is called an ultrasonic leak detector. And what this does is it actually listens for ultrasonic sound. Because in the HVAC industry, heating, ventilation and air conditioning, and people that work on gas pipelines, when they get a pinhole in a pipeline, it's under so much pressure, it actually makes an ultrasonic sound wave. So there's a microphone in the front of this, and it actually listens for ultrasonic sound only. Now watch this. We've got one right here, all right? I'm gonna place the ultrasonic leak detector next to it. Now, there's a red dot there that's blinking. You're gonna see when I press the button to turn this on, it's gonna start listening. Every time you see the red light on the pest repeller blink, you're gonna see the little red ball on the leak detector move as well, telling us that yes, there is ultrasonic sound coming out of this thing every time you see that blink. So proof positive that these do what we say in terms of actually emitting the sound wave. Now, how do we know that it's gonna work on the pests? Well, the HSN legal department made Bell and Howell go out and get testing done. And it's very rigorous testing, it's very expensive testing. So that's why we can say definitively that this third-party independent lab showed that these are effective at repelling the rats, the mice, the roaches, and the spiders from the localized area in which these are working. And I don't know about you, Lynn, if I had to pick the one I hate the most on this list, it's probably the rat, but I'm not too fond of the other three either.
Yeah, you know what? The roach, I can't. Spiders, I can't. Mice and rats, forget it. Like,
It's the whole thing
I just don't want them. I don't want them. And we've done some wonderful specials from Bell and Howell. We've done 4-packs, we've done 5-packs, but Lou, not like this, not a 10-pack. And it's as simple as if I just turn this around, when you want to talk about simplicity and no labor whatsoever, you just plug it right into wherever you have an outlet. That's it. And watch for that little red light to come on. You know that it's working. You get all 10 today. All 10, one with an outlet, one that has a nightlight on it. So one for every single room, and at a one-day only price at $29.99. I'm telling you, it's probably one of, and Lou, we've been here a long time. I will say this, one of the absolute best purchases I've ever made from HSN. And I truly mean that. Just to have that peace of mind. There's different purchases for different reasons. This is peace of mind. We live in Florida. We are known. I mean, roaches are everywhere. If I could just, again, never see another roach in my house again, I'm good. And guess what, Lou? I haven't. So again, that's why, that's why we say 6 million have been sold since over 6 million. Was it since 2000? Was it 10? Yeah. That's about the time I probably got my first ones.
It's a minute. And I'll tell you what, it's interesting too, because when people look at a 10-pack, they're like, what in the world am I going to do with a 10-pack? Because they think they only need one per floor. But remember what I said, ultrasonic sound waves. So the echo that comes off of these, even though you can't hear it, it's bouncing off the doors and the walls. So you really need one in every room. So when you look at this set, think about how big this is, and think about the places in your house you can put them. Are they going to go in the attic? Are you going to put them in the bedrooms? And oh, wait, how many bathrooms do you have? You want to put them in there too, right? Definitely the kitchen, the living room. The one place people always forget is the garage. You got to put it in the garage. And if you have a basement, do yourself a favor and put one down there too. But Lynn, the reason I think people are buying more than one set is that there are people out there that have RVs, because when your RV's in storage and it's parked, as long as it's on shore power, you can put those in there. If you have a boat, same thing. If your boat's at a marina and it's on shore power, you can do the same thing. Plug one of these in, let it sit there and work when you're not there. Because the best pest repellers in the world are you and me, human beings. When we walk into a room, man, it's like the party ends, right? It scatters. All the roaches run away, the rats, mice, they want nothing to do with us, okay? But when we're not there, they're having a kegger. They're having a good time. They're having fun. They are, okay? And especially if you're if you got a property where you're not there all the time, maybe you were lucky enough to have like a little vacation place, maybe you are a landlord and you rent properties, you've got vacation rentals, that kind of thing, you gotta get some of these in there and, use these because that's what they're made for. 24/7, 365, these work for you.
They do. And Lou, going back the first time, this is what happened to me. And I know I've shared this on the air with you before, but they tore down a restaurant up the street from my house. And it was like, rat infested and mice and all kinds of yucky things. Well, anyway, one decided to come to Lynn Murphy's house, or maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. Anyway, got in my garage, got in between my walls, bit through my cable wires. Honest to God. And the only reason I knew it is because I couldn't get, you know, and my internet on, I couldn't get any cable, I couldn't get TV, and I'm like, what in the world? So I, you know, somebody come out and they're like, oh my goodness, you know, a rat chewed through this or a mouse chewed through your cable wires. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
What are the chances? So that was, you know, why originally, and that was right. I put that in my garage. Never, ever had a day's problem ever again with roaches or spiders or anything else. And that's the wonderful thing about this. As our today's special, like we're saying, repelling and doing it in a much more humane way. Wouldn't you say, Lou?
Much more. Oh,
yeah.
no, yeah. I don't want to kill anything, and I also don't want to deal with the carcass if I did have to,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And that's the thing, people don't understand. If you buy rat poison, or if you use one of these traps over here, right, when you've got rats or mice in your house, they don't just die in the middle of the floor, okay? They scamper off someplace because they want to die in solitude. They go away, and next thing you know, you got this odor, this smell that's there for days, weeks. I mean, it's absolutely putrid, and you can't get rid of it. With the pest repellers, they don't die in your house. They don't do anything. They just leave. They go somewhere else. And if you use these traps, there's a carcass in these that somebody's got to deal with, and I've had to do that myself, and it's just horrible. I mean, you feel absolutely terrible. These are made to be reusable. I just throw the whole thing away because I just don't even want to have to deal with that. But what you were talking about a second ago, and I remember that story about the restaurant down the street from your house, there are people who think that if they move into a brand new house in a brand new development, that they are free and clear for years from getting any kind of pests in there. Here's the problem, though, and you know this. Same thing happened with that restaurant. When they tear up the ground to build the new homes, what are they doing? They're destroying the habitat of the pests. So now the pests are looking for someplace else to go, you know? Then on the other side of that coin, you got those pests that live in the city, you know, your urban pests, okay? Those guys are tough, and here's the thing about them. They don't look at a condo or apartment or townhouse that's way up in the sky, you know, 40, 50 floors up. They don't look at that like, I can't get up there. It's a challenge for them. And they use all the pipes. They use the wiring inside the buildings. It's like a super highway for them, so they can get anywhere in the building they want. And what makes it even worse, Lynn, what compounds this, is that you're living in a very densely populated environment at that point, people above you, below you, on either sides. You cannot control how these people are living. However, what you can do is plug one of these in every room inside your condo, your apartment, wherever you live, and create this bubble, this force field, where you're protected and they're going to go somewhere else, Lynn.
Great point. Over 9,000, was it 400, have now been selected. I know we have a clock up on the screen, and I appreciate your patience. We've been extremely, extremely busy, so thank you for utilizing hsn.com or our app or Touchtone. Don't want you to miss out on this. That's what today's special is. It starts at midnight. We can honor this one-day-only price until sellout or until we start another brand new day. But at this point, the way things are going with 9,000 plus gone, absolutely these will all go. It's the largest configuration. It's the last today's special from the Bell & Howell pest repellers that we're going to be offering, and you're getting all 10. So you get, again, one of them is going to have the outlet in it. One is going to be a little night light for you, and then you have all 8 others that you can just put wherever you want, whether it's the garage or in the living room or in the smaller ones, by the counter spots, in the bathrooms. But we're taking care of a whole floor pan here, and people are ordering more than one. They love it. They know how it works. And you know what, Lou? And so I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I don't even think about it. I don't see roaches. I don't even think about it. But I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to replace my other ones. Not that they really need it, but you know what? I have some of these little upgrades here. I love the outlet part, and the whole point works on ultrasonic, as you're showing us here, Lou.
Does. Yeah, there's that ultrasonic leak detector again, listening for an ultrasonic sound wave for that pulse. And every time you see the red LED bounce in this window on the instrument, you're going to see it corresponds with the red light right here, illuminating, flashing at the same time. So proof positive, Lenny, there is definitely an ultrasonic sound wave going out of there. Really, folks, the only way you're going to know if it's going to work for you is you got to get these home, give them a couple days to start working, and I guarantee you in just a couple of weeks, you're going to notice a dramatic difference in those rats, in the mice, the roaches, and the spiders in your house.
Oh, thank you. And you know what? Here's the simplicity right here. I'm just going to plug it right in.
Plug it in.
You see the light go.
Done.
You're set. You're ready.
That's it.
I love it. All 10 of them.
Good job.
Lou, what an amazing today's special. I can't thank you enough. And I thank you for all the great products. But again, thank you for I don't have roaches. I don't have spiders. I don't have mice. I don't have rats. That's because of these repellers. We'll see you throughout the day. Thanks, Lou.
Good. See you later. Thank you.
Alrighty. Again, thank you for your patience. I know we've been very, very busy. We'll continue to remind you of our best value of the day. But this hour is all about our daily deals and some of the greatest deals on the day. Want to talk about Beekman and